So, hello folks. You've got me here today. What are we doing? Well, I've got to make some tankards. Tankards, yes, tankards. You're probably wondering what tankards are. I'll show you what tankards are. These are tankards. At least that's what we call them. I think over here in the US they call them steins or something. Anyway, join me on the wheelhead. I've got some lumps here. Let's bring the camera in a bit closer. And yeah, that's a good place to start. Right, so got a few lumps here. Yeah, these are a pound and they are 5 and a quarter inches high. So we just measure 5 and a quarter inches. I do have a gauge set, and so I don't actually bother. I was going to say I don't bother. I don't actually know what the measurement across the top is. I just get the height right, and I just know what the shape is. So long as I get the height right, it's just done proportionally, and I can sort of gauge the top, the width. Yeah. So just bringing up the clay. Breaking in, widening out, opening out the clay, pushing it out. Coning it in. This is really just a glorified cylinder, you see, isn't it, really? Now, lifting it up. Keep it nice and conical, you see, like that. And then you lift it up into the cone, you see. Think of it as being like a little volcano. You lift it up to the top. Dee 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 dee. Yeah. You want to make sure you keep these wide at the base. Narrowing at the top. I'm almost up to the gauge. Almost, not quite. I don't know what these will hold in terms of exact quantity. Okay, so I'm right there now at the gauge. So rather, the shape of these is, they have this here, this bit that sticks out there, and they kind of narrows just above that, and this bit here is slightly concave, you see, so it meets your lip. Throwing stick, clean a base, put in a bevel. I'm going to use the side of my throwing stick, clean off the slurry off the side there. That's going to help me lift it from the wheel. Sponge on a stick down to the bottom, just mop out any water if there is any. Leather. Cut off wire, slow down, cut through. Clean hands, take the slurry off. Okay, now we're going to clasp it like that and lift it, put it there on the board with the others. You see that pad of clay that I've got there now, alright? Don't muck it. You carefully take a lump of clay, alright, and if your hands are a little bit wet, don't smear the lump all over. Just pick it out of the bag as it is and straight down on that pad, okay? No need to clean the pad. A lot of people, I notice, after each pot they're cleaning off all the time. It's a complete waste of time. You don't need to do that. There you go. More useful information. Yeah. Let's bring the camera in a touch, shall we? So you can see a bit more detail. Just wipe my hands off a bit. You wouldn't believe how much clay there is on this camera. Okay, let's just zoom in a touch here. Okay, yeah, you can see the gauge. So, we coned it up, center it down. Just break in here now. Yeah. Widen out. Just compress the base a bit there, smooth it. Right, now we're going to just cone it. This is where it begins. Now we start lifting. See how conical it gets. Just follow that cone. Looks like a little volcano. Okay, keep it looking like a volcano. Now grab more clay at the base. Pull it up to the top of the volcano. No, no, no. Keep pulling. No, 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 no. You see, it's already taking the shape, isn't it? You see that conicalness, that cone-likeness. Okay, let's get it up to the gauge now. Where's the gauge? He's over there on my left. There we are. Just about touching the gauge, but not quite. All right, now you see it's rather concave, isn't it, here? But then it comes out here. We put this little shoulder in here, you see. So then with my finger here, I push it out there, you see. And then I make it concave above. and the lip is tapered here from the inside out. That makes it nice to drink out of. Yes, sir. Nice gentle wheel speed. Okay, so you see the form, how it comes up and it's in. It's a graceful shape, isn't it? And it's slightly wider at the base here, so a little bit bulbous there. Okay, so we're going to take the throwing stick and we're going to just clean that up down that base there. Down at base camp. Aha. See, these tankards are not trimmed. Now that would be a waste of time, wouldn't it? I mean, to trim them. All you trimaholics out there. Okay, so you want to get this nice here, this line, nice graceful line, a nice flow. And it's nice to get a fairly crisp line here if you can, there, you see. Alright, and then it's a little bit, it goes in here, it's a bit concave, you see. That fits on your lip. And your lip fits on there. Okay, as I say, nice bevel underneath because we're going to thumb these off. Right, what next? Sponge on a stick down there. Clean out any of that water. Leather. There we go. Let's just clean off the wheel head here a bit. Cut off wire. Use your thumbs. Straight through. Right. So there it is. It's another one. Alright. We'll lift him off and stick him there. Sometimes when you lift a pot, you sort of think to yourself, maybe, oh help, it isn't going to lift. You know, and that's where you've got to have your hands relatively not all gummed up with slurry. Otherwise, you won't have the confidence there to be able to lift if your hands are not clean. I always keep a towel or something nearby me here underneath my wheel where I can clean my hands. I try not to clean my hands too much on my apron, but sometimes I just clean them off on the side of the box. So there it is. I got a few more of those to make. Have a go making tankards, and yeah, 5 1/4 high, and you can see the shape there. It's a sort of style that's, well, they used to make them at St Ives at my grandfather's pottery, and they were pretty similar to that, not exactly the same as that. You keep a measurement card, you know, and keep some of the things that you repeat, keep them on a piece of paper or card like this, keep them together, and then you can refer to them when you need to. Hey, keep practicing. See you soon. Bye bye.